Melaख़im Beit, chapter 21. Manasseh was 12 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 55 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hepzibah, and he did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, according to the abominations of the nations, whom Yahweh dispossessed before the children of Israel. For he turned and built the high places which Chizkiyahu his father had destroyed, and raised up slaughter places for Baal, and made an Asherah, as Achav, sovereign of Israel, had done. And he bowed himself to all the host of the heavens, and served them. And he built slaughter places in the house of Yahweh, of which Yahweh had said, In Jerusalem I put my name. And he built slaughter places for all the host of the heavens, in the 2 courtyards of the house of Yahweh. And he made his son pass through the fire, and practiced magic, and used divination, and consulted spiritists and mediums. He did much evil in the eyes of Yahweh to provoke him. And he placed a carved image of Asherah that he had made in the house of which Yahweh had said to David and to Shalom his son, In this house and in Jerusalem, which I have chosen out of all the tribes of Israel, I put my name forever. And no more shall I cause the feet of Israel to move from the soil which I gave their fathers, only if they guard to do according to all that I have commanded them, and according to all the Torah that my servant Moshe commanded them. But they did not obey, and Manasseh led them astray to do more evil than the nations whom Yahweh had destroyed before the children of Israel. And Yahweh spoke by his servants the prophets, saying, Because Manasseh, sovereign of Yehudah, has done these abominations, having done more evil than all the Amorites who were before him, and also made Yehudah sin with his idols, therefore thus said Yahweh Elohim of Israel, See, I am bringing such evil upon Jerusalem and Yehudah, that both ears of those who hear of it shall tingle. And I shall stretch over Jerusalem the measuring line of Shomeron, and the plummet of the house of Achav, and shall wipe Jerusalem as one wipes a dish, wiping it and turning it upside down. And I shall forsake the remnant of my inheritance, and give them into the hand of their enemies, and they shall be for a prey and for a plunder to all their enemies, because they have done evil in my eyes, and have provoked me since the day their fathers came out of Mitzrayim, even to this day. And also Manasseh shed very much innocent blood, until he had filled Jerusalem from one end to another, besides his sin, with which he made Yehudah sin in doing evil in the eyes of Yahweh. And the rest of the acts of Manasseh, and all that he did, and the sin that he committed, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? So Manasseh slept with his fathers, and was buried in the garden of his own house, in the garden of Uzzah, and his son Amon reigned in his place. Amon was 22 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 2 years in Jerusalem. And the name of his mother was Meshullemeth, the daughter of Charutz of Yotevah. And he did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, as his father Manasseh had done, and walked in all the ways that his father had walked, and served the idols that his father had served, and bowed himself to them, and forsook Yahweh Elohim of his fathers, and did not walk in the way of Yahweh. And the servants of Ammon conspired against him, and killed the sovereign in his own house. But the people of the land struck all those who had conspired against sovereign Ammon. And the people of the land set up his son Yoshiyahu to reign in his place. And the rest of the acts of Anon, which he did, are they not written in the book of the annals of the sovereigns of Yehudah? And he was buried in his burial place in the garden of Uzzah, and his son Yoshiyahu reigned in his place.